Some of the best games are grounded in very early arcade ideas and examples of games, and Qix, Qix, is what Paper.io is based off of. This is a territorial game and almost like a real-time strategy arcade game, kind of ish, because you're trying to get all of the territory of the map to become your colour. And the way how you do that is from your starting position, where you'll have a little piece of the map your colour, you'll kind of move out and draw a line around what you want to then take over and capture territory-wise. And so long as you manage to loop your way back to your starting position or to something that you already own, anything inside the line that you've drawn in your area becomes yours, so that you can keep growing out exponentially. The trick is, every other player is doing this too, and if you're playing local multiplayer, which Paper.io allows you to do so between 2 and 8 players all on a single screen, you'll then all start butting into each other, and this is where the tactics come in. You can draw lines so that it kind of fends people off into corners, and then they're having to really think about when they make their move and if they're going to start chipping into your territory, what are they going to take over. You can, if you've got a power-up, say that's making you faster or with a shield on, which means you're invincible for a while, kind of loop around a player and encapsulate them and kill them that way. Or it could be that you've got a really, really strong line that's going to cut across other people's territories, and if you've got a shield on and they hit you, it's not you that dies, it's them. So then you kind of go, oh, wah, wah, I can use this to be aggressively defensive, I guess, in one way or another. This is really simple to pick up and play. And what I really like about Paper.io too is that the multiplayer mode is good fun to play just as a mini quick party game, and it's really easy to pick up and understand. You don't run into particular problems with it. But the single player mode is also quite cool too. You go onto the map of the world, and every country is the shape of a map. And so you'll go and try and win and take over territory of like Libya or Afghanistan or Canada or United Kingdom. And the maps are largely shaped out like the blob of the country itself. And some countries have some really weird shapes that mean that you'll have to kind of dig down weird dead ends, double back on yourself and make sure you don't hit your own line because that kills you as well. And yeah, I just found it really, really oddly engrossing. Very satisfying when you start to get powered up and you can kind of do a really quick bombing move around most of the country and kill everyone at once and get lots of points for doing so. And then those points can be used to unlock new skins. There's not tons of skins in this game, which then changes the pattern that you leave behind you to mark your territory. I would have liked to have seen some more of those. And I did run into some graphical glitch issues with a power-up that allows you to zoom out and see more of the screen. It's as if the game can't cope with it and anything that's outside of the map starts to become a bit glitchy. But the moment-to-moment gameplay of Paper.io 2 is good fun. I really like the fact that you can have up to 8 players battling it out on a single screen, which means that, particularly if you're playing, say, on Switch or PS4, or 5, I guess, for that matter, you can really invest in a good, 15 minutes of party action fun before moving on to something else. This is one of those things that provides good, clean fun, I guess, from an arcade party perspective, without you having to really think too much about it. But there are some quite cunning tactics that you can use to make sure that you are really skilled at this game, and that's what makes a good introduction party game for a local multiplayer game night. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a completely independent media outlet supported by people like you. The goal is to create the best possible content that cultivates a richer indie scene for games as well as music and entertainment. To find out more and to get involved, visit patreon.com/Higher Network. Your support makes all the difference, and in return you'll gain access to bonus content and downloads. Thank you for watching.